When it comes to structuring your videos for YouTube in 2023, you want to make sure that you're taking a couple of things into consideration. The first is that you need to immediately tell them what they're going to be seeing in this video, what they're going to be benefiting from, and then get right into your content. So gone are the days when we have long musical intros. We don't have a lot of things on the screen showing people who we are and what we've done and all of our really cool achievements. We want to make sure that is out of the way. We do not waste people's time, because if you can give them an opportunity to click away or to scroll away, they will. It is 2023. We're not messing around with wasting people's time. Now, if you absolutely have to have some kind of an intro, keep it to under 5 seconds long. Under 5 seconds. Or better yet, have it as part of your screen while you're on. So have something kind of go in your lower third or over to one side. Do a split screen if you need to, but do not waste people's time. You should be talking for most of your video or communicating clearly the information that they are going to benefit from. If you're making it about you, if you turn it to be all about you, they're going to scroll away. Keep it focused outward. Keep it focused on them and the benefits they can get. So immediately tell them what you are going to be doing in that video, how it's going to benefit them, and then get into the meat of that conversation. With that in mind, you then want to take the points, the things that you're going to be delivering to them, the information you're going to be disseminating, and you're going to divide that up into bullet point chunks. You want to make sure that you have your content in very easy to understand sections for a couple of different reasons. The first is that you want to film it in sections. We don't want to have a video that's just straight looking at the camera the entire time, unless, of course, it's a live stream. That's a little bit different because that's how those things work. If you are creating a video, you're going to want to make sure that you have it filmed in sections so that the background changes or your location on camera changes, something to break up the monotony of just talking to the camera. So you have to make sure that you are taking into consideration the visual appeal of the content you're creating. You want it to be fast-paced. You want to be moving along, and you have to do visual things on screen, be it moving around on screen, be it changing your position or your background, having text overlays or having B-roll footage or something to keep them enticed to look at that video. We do not want them looking away, and if they get bored, they're going to pull up their phone, they're going to get on social media, they're not going to hear everything you say, and that's a problem. So by dividing your content into those bullet point chunks and then filming it in sections, you're going to do better for keeping that watch retention up. Now, another way that you can be benefiting from this is by using the chapters feature on YouTube. If you are filming in sections, you're creating content in sections, you have the ability to then use chapters, which then people can click directly into that chapter. That is going to allow you to get better watch time, especially on those different sections. And by creating it in sections, you are making sure you don't miss any of the information because you're filming it in tiny sections. If you mess up that section, you have the ability just to refilm that one section without having to go through the process of doing the entire video over again. And it's going to auto-create your chapters easier or allow you to be able to create your own manual chapters even easier. So you're going to divide up the main points into those bullet point chunks and create in that context. You also want to make sure you have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You do not want to figure out where you're going when you get to the end and kind of try to summarize it. You have to make sure that you have a very, very clear summary at the end without wasting their time. So you don't want to be reiterating all the points you've already said. You want to be using that end summary to say, this is what you've learned, here's how to apply it. So you're using this as your call to action. In your ending, you need to have a call to action that allows them to take the next step. And that can be to drive traffic to a secondary video, which I highly recommend. If you have another video on your YouTube channel, you could say, okay, go look at this one for more on this particular part of the conversation. Or if you can say, if you need to learn more in this area that's kind of a shoot off of this, you can go look at this video. If you can drive traffic to your other YouTube videos, YouTube loves that. They adore when they can send content to another part of their platform because that gives them more watch time and that allows them to make more money and you to make more money too if you're monetized. So drive traffic to that secondary video, or you can drive it to a secondary resource. If you have a PDF or a checklist or something that's going to make it easier for them, you have the ability to drive traffic to that. Again, if you have the ability to drive it to another video, do that first. Prioritize that because that's going to help you grow your channel. But if you can take them off platform for something else that's more important, you can do that as well. So your end to your video really needs to be to say, here's what you've done, here's how you can implement it. Here are the tools and resources you can use or implement to then grow even further. So if you kind of build upon your content, this is a really good opportunity for you to expand what you're doing on the platform. So as you're structuring your videos, you want to make sure that you are immediately telling them what's going on and why it benefits them. You're eliminating anything that could be wasting their time and allowing them to scroll away. You are dividing all of your content into chunks so that it's more manageable for them, so that it makes more sense, and so that you have a clear follow line through the content so that you're not waving all over the place trying to figure it out as you go. You very clearly know how you're getting from point A to B to C to D to wrap it up at point E in your ending, where you're giving them that call to action to allow them to take another step forward. Because if you just give them information, that's great. But if you don't tell them, now go do something with this, they're not going to take that step. So you got to make sure that you give them that call to action, and then you're going to get out as quickly as possible. Your YouTube videos should be structured so they are as short as possible. Do not say in 20 minutes what you could say in 10. Make sure that you are not wasting their time. And if you deliver quick, valuable information that is actionable and allows them to do something in their life or their business, you are going to be winning at the game of YouTube. Do not waste their time. Make sure that you are creating content that is going to allow them to save time and effort, and they'll come back to you again and again and again.